Defendant Mandy is accused of backing out of a trip to Mexico with the plaintiff and her 21-year-old witness after the plaintiff paid for her travel expenses. But Mandy insists she never agreed to go.
Let me allow her to respond to this allegation. State your name.
Ashley.
All right. Last name?
Jeffers.
Okay. I'm not going to run a warrant check on you. You give me your last name. All right. And do you want to respond to being a loose woman who sleeps with 40-year-olds unattached?
Yeah, that's definitely not true. And I don't see what that has to do with anything about the trip. Because it's the fact that Sue is 54 and he was 40.
Well, I guess
that has everything to do with it.
We're together, but my age has got nothing to do with a trip and
totally does.
Money.
I don't know if she's suggesting sexual encounters based on age. So does that mean you desired the plaintiff?
No, not even close to that. I meant to do with his age so much, not like them having sex, like whatever with that.
But don't young people and their aunt go on vacation together. So it's not abnormal that a young person would go on a vacation with an older person unless there's some hanky-panky going on.
Well, right. Well,
and you're the one mentioned hanky-panky.
I know. Sorry. No, I just.
So do you want her or not?
No.
All right. Well, let's move on.
Not at all. No.
Well, let's move on then. Let's move on. Okay. Now, what do you want to tell me about the agreement and whether there was an agreement? That's what I'm trying to get to.
Well, Ashley and I were driving home. Sue had given her a call on the phone, and Sue said, "Hey, Ashley, do you want to meet me at the bar for happy hour?" And Ashley's like, "Yeah, sure." And she asked me, and I was like, "Yeah, we can go." Well, when we were there, they were talking about Mexico the whole time, and yes, Ashley did ask me to go prior to that day, and she said she would talk to Sue, but they already had intentions of going, and they already had intentions for another girl to go that Ashley worked with. And I never at once said, "Yes, for sure, book me a plane ticket."
What did you say?
Well, throughout that whole period of time, it's like we were talking about it. And
when was that? The month and approximate?
I would say it had to have been like maybe February 19th or 20th.
Beginning, middle?
Like happy hour.
All right.
Yeah.
February of 08. You all discussed it, happy hour. You all discussed it while drunk. And then what? Is that true? You all talked about it at a bar?
We did talk about it at a bar because we were in that area and decided to
Was anyone drunk?
No. Happy hour is one drink.
Okay.
Well, it was double bubble, so technically it was two, but...
All right. When's the next time the subject came up?
Actually, Sue and I never physically had any other talks about the trip. It all went through Ashley and I. And like I have an email from Ashley talking about it.
You never spoke with Sue about it again?
Never. I talked to her twice on the phone.
That is not true.
Hold on. You just told me no, now you're telling me you spoke to her twice on the phone.
But the two times that I talked to her on the phone, one time was about maybe like if I wanted to go, me doing her hair, and the other time they were both sitting at the customer service desk at work, and she's like, "Oh, talk to Sue for a sec so I can do this customer." Like, nothing ever crossed paths about the trip.
When was the trip planned?
The trip was planned for the first part of April.
And you never spoke of it since that day?
No, Ashley and I did, but Sue and I never did.
All right, what did you and Ashley discuss?
Well, Ashley would just tell me things like she said it was going to be $400, and then it went up to $420 and $450.
What was the next time you spoke of it?
We just kept arguing about it.
Why?
Because Sue booked a $600 plane ticket. Like, I didn't realize, like, it was...
How did you find out?
Ashley told me. She's like, "Oh, Sue already booked the tickets today."
And what did you say?
I was like, "Why?" I told Ashley, I'm like, "I can't afford to go." I never
told Sue. So you told Ashley at that time you can't go?
Right. I told Ashley. I told her several times. Like, I have a statement from my boss.
All right. Approximately when was the last time you told her?
Probably I would say the second week in March, maybe.
All right. Let me hear from you, ma'am, about when she agreed to pay.
She agreed that night when we were at the bar that she would pay for the flight because we originally were going to fly out of Milwaukee, and the price of the ticket was $450.
How do I know she agreed? Do you have any evidence, or is your witness going to...
Ashley was there, and she agreed in front of Ashley.
What do you want to tell me about this agreement she made to pay?
Her birthday was going to be coming up, so she did mention, yeah, maybe my mom can help me pay for it. Later on, she did, agree that she wanted to go.
When? Later on when?
We booked the physical tickets, like February 28th.
When did she say, "I'll go"?
She said that she's at the bar, that night at the bar, she said...
No, you just told me she said it later. Because at the bar, she says, "I might go."
Right, but
now you're telling me at the bar she agreed to go?
Yes, because she did talk to her
But that's not what
mom.
you just told me.
Okay, that night she said she might go, yeah.
Right, I know. And now you changing back. First you said might, then she said at the bar she said she would. Now you're back to might, right?
Your Honor, she said that her mom...
Ma'am, when did she affirmatively say, I will go?
She said that on the phone to me.
When?
Probably a week. It was a couple days before we initially booked the ticket.
Ma'am, your witness statements have been totally contradictory. So she has hurt your case.
I think she's just really nervous.
No, she wasn't so nervous as to be unable to answer any of the questions. The person who is nervous is unable to give you any definitive times. So nervousness is not a defense.
The verdict when we return. And later on Judge Mathis.
She just came to my girlfriend.